Hey, Henry. Good morning, Antonio. All right. As the usual, we're gonna start at 10:05. Hopefully, more people join. Short lessons, shorter lessons. Hmm. Good morning, Axel. Hmm. Hmm. All right. 10:05. Let's begin. All right. So we're gonna review area and perimeter compound shapes again. We're gonna focus mainly. I want you guys to focus mainly on area. I will still go over perimeter. Just so you guys know how to do that. I mean, it's fairly self-explanatory, at all the sides. All right, so area of a square. area of a square is side squared, or side times side. Oops, side squared. Area of a rectangle is length times width, and area of a circle is pi r squared. And then circumference is 2 pi r, or oops, pi times diameter. All right. So just quick references. And perimeter is just add all the sides for area, and area of square. Oh, sorry. Perimeter of square and rectangle is just add all the sides. Okay. So we're gonna start with this one here. Okay. Number one. This is composite shape. So there's two different shapes that we're gonna go over. Now, this is a half circle or a semicircle. Okay, in a semicircle, you're still using the same formulas for circle, except everything you do is going to be divided in half because it's half of a circle. So this is a square plus circle. Okay, so we're going to start with area of the square. So area of the square is going to be 4, and since this radius is 2, that means this is also 4. Okay, remember radius is half the diameter, so this is 4. Okay, so we have 4 times 4. So 4 times 4 is equal to 16, which is the area here. And then on the inside, we're going to use this, which is 2, pi r squared. Pi r squared divided by 2. Pi times 2 squared divided by 2. This is pi. And for pi, we're going to use 3.14. So 3.14 times 4 divided by 2. So 3.14 times 4 divided by 2. 6.28. Okay, so it's 6.28. Just oh, did my thing freeze again? No, it might have froze. Okay, give me 1 sec. Let me close this and then reopen it. Okay, here we go. All right, so the area is 2. Oh, I gotta. What the heck? It's freezing again. Having technical difficulties. 6.28. So we take, so this is 6.28. Okay, and we add them, add 6.28 plus 16 gets you 22.28. 22.28 meters squared. And for the perimeter, we're going to find the outside length. So we have 4, 4, and 4. Okay, so that's 12. And then we're going to add this length here, which is going to be half the circumference, and circumference is going to be, I'm running out of room here. Let's move this. Let's move this. Okay. So the circumference is going to be 2 pi r, or 2 times 3.14 times 2, and then divide that by 2. So, oh, it's going to be the same. It's going to be 6.28 because it's 2. Yeah, 6.28. So 6.28. So we add 6.28, add that together, which will give us the perimeter, which is 18.28. 18.28 meters. Good morning. Good morning. All right. So let's move on to number 2. Again, we'll find the area of this side first. So 15. Since this is 5, this length right here is 10. So 15 times 10 is 150. Okay. So that's the area. I'm just going to use a different color for this. So this length here is 10. So 10 times 15 gets you 150. Okay. 10 times 15 is equal to 150. Okay. And then now we're going to find, so we have to find the area of the 2 semicircles. And guess what? 2 semicircles is the same as 1 full circle. So all we're doing is finding the area of this circle, and then that would be your area for the 2 semicircles on either side. So we have 5. So it's going to be pi times 5 squared, or 3.14 times 5 squared. Okay, so 5 times 5 times 3.14, 78.5. And then we add 78.5 plus 150 is 0.582, 228. Oh, let's use red actually. Oh no, that should be orange. So red is 228.5. 228.5 feet squared. Okay. All right, and then the perimeter, we're just gonna find the outer side. So this side length here is 15. This length here is 15. So it's gonna be 15 plus 15 plus this here and this here, which is circumference. All right, so circumference is 2 pi r, or 10, or sorry, 2 times 3.14 times 5. Okay, so 2 times 3.14 times 10. Nope, times 5. So 31.4. All right, so you add that 31.4, you're going to end up with 61.4, 61.4, and the type is a rectangle plus circle. Okay. Of course you're gonna be confused. It's well, if you jumped in halfway, yes, you might be confused. If you were paying attention from the beginning, maybe not so much. But I'm gonna keep going over these problems. Um, and when we get to the end, then tell me whether or not you're still confused, because a lot of it is understanding that you're just adding two different areas together. That's if you know how to find two different areas and add, then you're good. But you have to know how to find the areas. And we went over area last week. All right, we went over area of triangles, we went over area of circles, squares, and rectangles of last week. Okay? So all that practice should be coming from last week. All I'm doing is adding one more step, which is to add. That's it. Okay? So I'm gonna keep going. All right. Again, this is focused mainly on area. I'm doing perimeter, but you guys are going to be focusing on area. Okay, that's what's going to be noted is area. Okay, now on Wednesday, that's when you will start focusing on. No, no, no. Wednesday is still area. Okay, so here we're going to do. This is a rectangle. Oops, use a different color. So rectangle plus a semicircle, or actually, did I write circle up here? This is semicircle, okay, or a half circle, okay. Area is going to be this, so we have to find the area of two different shapes. So the area of this and this, which is going to be 20 because this is 10, therefore this is 20, okay. And let's see. So 20 times 29, 580. So this is 580. And then we have this here, which is going to be 2, nope, pi r squared. So it's going to be pi times 10 squared, which is 3.14 times 10 squared, or 100 times 3.14, which is 314. So 314. Okay, and then you're going to take 314 plus 580, and that gets you 894 inches squared. Oh wait, no, hold on. I forgot to divide by 2. Whoops. This is supposed to be all divided by 2 because it's a semicircle divided by 2. So it's actually 314 divided by 2, which is 157. That plus 580, which would give you 737 inches squared. Okay, and then perimeter, we're just gonna find half the circumference and then add the sides. So right here is 29 inches as well. So we have 29 plus 29 plus 20 plus whatever half the circumference is. This is the circumference here, It's going to be 2 times pi times 10, or 2 times 3.14 times 10. All right, 2 times 3.14 times 10, or 62.8. So 62.8. Oh, whoops. I wrote 68.2. 62.8. The perimeter is 8, and then 9, 9, and 2. It's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 140. 140.8 inches. Okay, let's keep going on. Here we have two shapes, so I'm going to split it down the middle. So we have a rectangle on the left and then a square on the right. So area of this is going to be 12 times 12, or 144. So the area is 144 here. And then we have 14 times 15, which is 210. 210, and then we add them together, and you get, oh, this is a rectangle plus square. Okay, we add this, we get 0. Use a different color. So 4, 5, 3, 354 centimeters. Whoops. Okay, and then we do perimeter. So we have to find this length here and this length here. So this length here is just the sum of this plus this. So this is just 26, okay? And then the blue length is this minus this, or 3, okay? And then you add everything. So 15 plus 4 plus 3 plus 12 plus 12 plus 26. So 14, 15, 3, 12, 12, 26. Add all these together, and you get 15 plus 14 plus 3 plus 12 plus 12 plus 20, oops, 26, 82. 82 centimeters. Oops, this is supposed to be squared. All right, these are the easier ones because you don't have to worry about circles as much. With rectangles and squares are much easier to find. Okay, tomorrow we're gonna go over triangles along with all the others. Okay, so triangles and rectangles, triangles and squares, triangles and circles, blah 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 blah. Okay. All right, number 5. Again, this is a rectangle plus semicircle. Okay, so we have the area of this is 16 times 12, 192. This is 192. And then this area here is going to be 2, nope, sorry, pi r squared, or 3.14, oh, divided by 2, can't go ahead, times 5 squared, which is equal to 5 times 5 times 3.14 divided by 2, 39.25. Okay, and then you add 192, and you get 25, and then 1, So 231.25 yards squared. And then perimeter, we're gonna do, you know what? I'm gonna skip perimeter for this because I'll do it. Let me do it real quick. Perimeter is going to be, so 2 pi 5, which is 2 times 3.14 times 5 divided by 2, because it's half a circle. So 2 times 3.14 times 5 divided by 2, 15.7. Okay, so this is 15.7, and then we add 12. So 12 plus 12 plus 16 plus 15.7, which is equal to plus 12 plus 16.15.7, 55.7. 55.7 yards. Okay. From here on out, I think I'm just gonna do area. Okay, save you guys some time. Just do area. I'm not gonna do perimeter. Again, we are covering mostly area. I'm not gonna on the quiz today. You're not covering perimeter. You're just covering area. So for the first 5 questions, I did perimeter. And the next 5, I'm gonna do just area. So you guys will have a short lesson. Okay, I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to give you guys too long of a lesson to overwhelm y'all. All right, okay, here, just gonna split that. We have a square plus a rectangle. Okay, so we have area of the square, which is this times this, 54 times, just 54 squared actually, 54 squared, 54 times 54, or 2,916, 2,916. And then we have 54 times 90, 54 times 90, 4,860. And then you add, which is 6777. So 777.6. Yep, 777.6. Am I going over the right one? I feel like I gave you guys, this is the one I gave you for the quiz. Let me see. Did I just give you guys all the answers? No way. Nah, no, I didn't. I'm tripping. No, I didn't. All right, number 7. All right, again, we're just going to focus mainly on area. All right, so we have a rectangle plus a square. Okay, so first one is the square, so 3 times 3 is just 9. And then the rectangle, this is easier numbers, so it's just 18. And then we add them together, so 9 plus 18 will give you 27. That was too easy, I feel. 27 inches squared. Forgot to put that here. Meters square. Okay. And then number 8. Again, we're going to split it right here. Oops. Use a black. Split it right here. So we have 28 times 28. So 28 squared. 28 squared. 784. And then we have 14 times 56. 14 times 56, which is also 784. Then we just add these together. So let's see, what do we got? 8, 6, 15. So this is 1568 centimeters squared. Again, this is a rectangle plus a square. Okay, and then number 9, we have again another rectangle plus square. Oops. Oops, what's going on? There we go. Okay, again, we have 32 times 32. 32 times 32. 1024. 32 squared is equal to 1024. And then we have 16 times 64, which I believe is actually 1024 as well. 16, 64. Nope, I'd put divide. 16 times 64. Yep, I knew it. 1024, another 1024, and then you add them. So add these together. Let me just move this. Okay. 4, 4. Add these. 8, 4, 2, 2048 yards square. Okay, and then the last one is a circle plus a rectangle. All right, a circle plus a rectangle is going to be, so we need this length and this length, which is 8. So 8 times 12, 96. All right, and then we have, let's see, here, which is going to be 2 pi r, nope, pi r squared, whoops, pi r squared, pi r squared, or pi times 4 squared. So 3.14 times 4 squared. So 3.4 times 4 times 3.14, 50.24, and then we're going to add 50.24 plus 96. That's going to give you 146.24 centimeters squared. All right, and that will conclude today's lesson, unless you guys want me to go over perimeter for the last 5 questions. Oh, and today's exit ticket. So, Last week I told you guys that you guys were supposed to check in with me twice a week. Okay. Whether it be like through Remind on Zoom, just messaging me in some way. I will even count like messaging me on Schoology. That's still checking in with me. Okay. I counted it. I took attendance yet last week. Let's see. Let me pull up the data. Only 16 people checked in with me once, and 18 people checked in with me twice. So a grand total of 34 people checked in with me last week. And I sent messages out last week on Schoology for to those who were not doing my work. For those I saw a bunch of work missing from my class. And even with that, about 5 to 8 people message me back on Schoology, which I'm great. That's fine. I'm totally fine with that. Okay, but only 34 people reached out to me last week. 34 out of 100 and I think 68 students, roughly 170 students. Okay, if we took that and put that in the calculator, let's look at the percentage of people who are actually paying attention and messaging me. 34 out of 170. That's 20% of the class checked in with me last week. 20% of the class checked in with me last week. Hopefully this week there will be more, but I doubt it. But prove me wrong. I want you guys to tell your friends, tell your classmates that prove me wrong that there's going to be more than 20% of my students checking in with me. Okay? These Everything that you do is still counted as a grade. Okay? I'm still taking grades. I'm checking attendance. Okay? I will be reporting people who don't do anything in my class. That's a given. Okay? That's the same as skipping school. All right? Accountability is there. I'm waiting for it. So I'm keeping track this week. Okay? I'm gonna be again keeping tally on who's coming to class and who's doing work and all that. And then I'm gonna send names for those who aren't doing anything. All right? I'm gonna send names to the AP and they'll come shoot you a message or something. They'll try and come in contact with you asking you, "Hey, what's going on? Is everything all right?" Now, granted, if you're doing no internet access, you wouldn't have access to this. Um, and uh, they would have paper packets. Now, I've sent emails to those who with I've sent out emails to parents to whoever I had about what they have to do, and if they're on paper packet, then they'll hopefully they'll message me back. But as of right now, 34 people checked in with me last week. I hope this week we can improve that. Okay? Remember, attendance still matters. Grades are still going. Like, I'm still taking grades to see how I would change grades. All right? Because I can still change grades on my side, guys. That's we're still doing that. Okay? So, um, those that are still working, those that come to my live stream, keep it up. You guys are doing awesome. If you are in contact with any of your classmates that are in my class, please tell them that they need to get they need to be doing work. They can't be slacking off like they are right now. Okay? That's not cool. All right? There's only like a month, roughly a month left of school. Okay? I know we won't be going back, but still I would like to hopefully see everybody on Zoom before the school year is over. That way I can see you guys again. All right? Or if you did last Thursday's assignment and you took a selfie and sent it to me or came and visited me on Zoom, that's perfectly fine as well. All right? So, that was the end of the lesson, guys. I'm going to end it here. I'll let you guys continue your or finish your assignments for today. It's 8 questions today, all right, because you're focusing solely on area, all right. But we will get into. I think I'm gonna start doing, making you guys do perimeter next tomorrow. Okay. All right. So that was your exit ticket. All right. Is the amount of people messaging me? I wonder how many there were. I said it a bunch of times. Who checked in? All right. I ended here. I'll let you guys go do your thing. That was the exit ticket. What do you mean by how I'm supposed to check my grades? You can look at your assignments on Schoology and they tell you whether or not what your grade is. So if you've been doing my assignments, you've been getting like 80 pluses, then I will see that and that means you're doing good. Okay? Um Jaquelius, you haven't submitted an assignment since like 2 weeks ago, dude. So I suggest you catch up, Jaquelius. Last week gave you 2 days to catch up. The last assignment you submitted to me was proportions review quiz, which was due April 8th, which was 2 weeks ago. All right, so catch up. Take this week to catch up. My assignments aren't that long, and if you watch the videos, if you kept up, it wouldn't be that long. All right. All right, don't fall behind because when you fall behind, it will be hard to catch back up. All right, you're gonna have to watch all the videos, or and if you stockpile videos, as in if you miss an entire week, that's 3 days of videos that you have to watch. Okay, you miss 2 weeks, that's 6 days of videos. So, and my lessons now are shorter, but even at its shortest, 20 minutes times six, that's 2 hours of video watching that you gotta do. All right, and that's a minimum. Today's lesson was like 30 minutes. Okay, and that's because I shortened it. All right, so I'm gonna end it here. If you have any more questions, message me on Remind. I will be on Zoom from 1 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. like always. All right, see you guys there.